Well, spring is finally here, and with the promise of warm weather, people are ready to get outside and enjoy their backyards. Joining us today is Joe Washington, the original host of HGTV's Groundbreakers, with some timely tips on how to find a balance between work and play. Joe, thanks for joining us. Before we get started, I understand you were with Anchorman 2, and how was it working with Will Ferrell?
Well, I mean, it was a blast. I mean, come on, that whole group, they're a lot of fun. Yes, they're comedians, but they're professionals too. They were very congenial, very, very helpful, and it was just a terrific experience.
Well, I appreciate that. Hey, tell us about the backyard maintenance, because I've got a backyard that looks like a junkyard right now. It's not that big, but tell us about helping and giving us some great ideas, reducing that backyard maintenance.
Well, I believe in working smart and not hard in just about everything, okay? You'll notice this great swimming pool beside me. We're going to talk about saltwater pools, because they're one of the hottest trends. And I've been a saltwater pool owner for several years now, and I found that the water is a lot easier on the skin and the eyes, and it also makes it easier to wash your hair after you've been in the water. The great thing about this technology is that BioGuard has their Saltscapes line of products, which helps cut down on corrosion and any issues with your pool surface.
Now, is it difficult to maintain that pool in comparison with a freshwater pool that you add all of that chlorine? Is it different?
Well, one of the myths is that saltwater pools are maintenance free. No pool, whether it's traditional chlorine or salt, is maintenance free. The other myth or thing that you have to really get straightened out is that both chlorine pools and saltwater pools use chlorine to sanitize the water, okay? The difference is that a saltwater pool uses a salt generator to turn salt into chlorine. Now with salt, you're going to have some issues with corrosion and chemical imbalances in the water. That's when you take a water sample to your BioGuard dealer. They'll give you the formula and the plan for keeping your water in tip-top shape. And if you've got a chlorine pool, a traditional chlorine pool, they've got their Silk Sanitizer line of sticks and tabs, and their 3-step program to kill bacteria and prevent metal staining and prevent corrosion of your pool equipment.
Joe, the backyard that's behind you right now is absolutely gorgeous. You've got the pool, you've got the fireplace. Can you give us some of those tips for creating a beautiful backyard?
Hey, you got some beautiful yards in Charleston too, and one of the keys, I'm going to give you this tip: take your soil, take a sample of your soil to your local county extension office, have it tested, make sure it has the right composition and the right nutrients, because without that firm foundation, your plants aren't going to do well at all. And then you want to have some native plants in your garden to kind of help establish that foundation. Now, in Charleston, as you well know, as long as you put the sun plants in the sun and the shade plants in the shade, you're going to have a tremendous garden. So pick plants that are suited for the growing environment.
Wonderful stuff. Joe, can you give us some more information on where we can get some of that great information you've been talking about?
Definitely, BioGuard.com for more information on saltwater pools, and of course your BioGuard dealer. And also, be sure to go to your county extension office to get the information on testing your soil and about plants in your area.
Joe, thanks so much, coming from Marietta, Georgia this morning. We appreciate all that great information. Come and see us real soon.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And we're back in just a moment, so stay with us.